Several local organizations have joined forces to help a growing population. The Off-Reserve Action Plan will pull together service providers to identify the challenges facing a group that often falls through the cracks.
People flock to the big cities for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they want to, sometimes not. For First Nations, that carries some challenges.
If you look at Nakasley as a whole, we have one of the best health centers going. Our school is bar none. I'll put it up against any school in the province. And yet all of the students in Prince George and the people living in Prince George that are our members don't have access to those services.
According to StatsCan, there are more people living off reserve than on reserve, but often those who live off reserve are unaware of the services available to them or how to access them.
Lots of people live in their home community, but lots of people live in urban centers, and we're looking at non-status individuals, Métis community, and other Aboriginal people who live in urban centers. So it really is looking at what kind of a plan do we need to put in place so that we really are meeting the needs of First Nations or Aboriginal people in urban centres.
The Prince George Native Health Centre is one of the organisations asked to participate. They join local government and other agencies like the Native Friendship Centre. The action plan will be developed in the coming months, with organisations taking the lead without waiting for government to tackle issues like streamlining services and reducing redundancy.
But are we spending the resources that we're currently having coming into urban centres in the best possible way? And that's not to put a spotlight on Aboriginal organizations and are they spending the funds in the best possible way, but acknowledging that many of the generic services are offered to everybody, including First Nations. So are those generic funds being used to really meet the needs of First Nations people in urban centres?
But Pete Erickson says there are challenges facing those who are on reserve.
Every month we have people literally begging us for housing, and you look at our band members are over 1,700 people, and yet we have less than 250 habitable houses. And we take great pride in the homes that we do provide.
The hope is to have a budget in place to move on the next stage of forming the action plan this fiscal year. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.